Your most recent regrets, your long-term regrets, tell us in the comments. And I mean your eBay regrets. Don't tell me about your ex-wife and all that, and ex-husband. Hello everybody, welcome back to the cabin. Welcome back to Commonwealth Picker. Thanks for joining us in here today. I've got some good sales. So last episode, I think we talked about some not so good sales. You know, some sales that make a bunch of money get me excited, which for obvious reasons, I think that's the same for most of us. But there are some sales that get me excited because it is finally out of my house. Been hanging around for a long time. So I want to talk about that today. You know, sometimes we regret things we pick up, whether garage sales or thrifting. And I remember this particular item that I'm going to talk about a little bit later. And I remember debating about it when we were going to buy. I was in the Goodwill with my wife and I'm like, this is like, it has to be 2 years ago. I'm like, should we buy it? Should we not buy it? And we decided to buy it. And it's been a nightmare ever since. We bought more than one of these and they're finally gone. So I want to talk a little bit about thrifting regrets, maybe even garage sale regrets, items that you bought. Maybe they're learning curves. You know, sometimes you got to pay for an education, they say. And that's the truth for sure. So what are your items that you have paid for? What's the education that you got by buying X, Y, or Z? Tell us in the comments. Maybe we can help some newbies out down below. But we got a couple of really cool sales. Let's take a look. Hey, this is like a bearded thrift machine sale right here. It's an Odyssey Versa. It's got a Super Stroke handle on it. And I picked this one up. I think we paid 10 bucks for it. So this is a great deal because it's sold for 80 plus shipping. And we just ship them out in the tubes down here. This one right here, the long tube, it fits just fine. Sometimes the ones with the bigger heads are a little bit harder to squeeze in there. But one little thing of bubble wrap and a rubber band around it right there. And it's usually pretty good. 80 bucks plus shipping, paid 10. It's a pretty nice one. Hey, there's another little topic that I'm curious about. People ask me all the time, do you collect anything? Do you keep anything? And the answer is pretty much no. I mean, there's some things we keep, I suppose, but not as far as collecting. I like ashtrays, but I sell them. I like to sell them more than I don't use them. But this one, I'm like, man, I'm kind of not the tallest guy in the world. I'm like, this putter is perfect here. But, you know, I don't golf as much as I used to. I used to play a bunch. And I almost kept it. But my little rule of thumb is, would I pay as much for it as I'm going to make on it? And the answer was no. So I'm like, I got to sell it. One question I get about the garage sale videos is, do I ever look stuff up when I'm out? The answer is yes. And sometimes I'll put it on the video just so people see that I do. I don't often, but I do. And these right here, I would have looked up, but I was in a place where there was no signal. So I'm like, well, I'm going to take a chance. So this could have turned out to be one of my regrets, but I remember a video, at least I thought I did. And it was from Tanya, Thrifty Treasures over there, and she picked up a bunch of Scentsy stuff. And I had looked some stuff up, and I thought, yeah, we're definitely going to grab these. This is just the shade right here. $5 a piece, bought 3. And this one sold for 25 plus shipping. So not huge money, but definitely worth the pickup. There's Tanya. Many of you know her. She's been doing this a long time. Take my money. I love it. What do you got here? Love sales like this one. $1. Garfield is just one of those things that I can't resist picking up. Mostly because I like Garfield, but Blue Ridge Mama really likes Garfield. Kind of reminds me of her. A little ornery at times, you know. Don't tell her I said that. All right, here it is. These are an Esco, and they're from the early 80s most of the time. Not huge money, but when I find them for like 50 cents, maybe $1, I'll pick them up. And this one sold for, I think, 10 plus shipping? Or maybe it was just $11 free shipping. I can't remember. Hold on a second. $11.40 free shipping. So let's say I paid 50 cents on that one. I'll do the math on you. 1, 2, 250, 3, 5, 6. I'll make about $5 profit on that thing right there. Which, you know, I don't know. It's worth it to me because I love Garfield and I love sending Garfield to somebody, and in this case, it was a viewer. All right, it went to Sandy. Thanks, Mr. Commonwealth Picker. That's fun. I used to tell my kids, you know, I was a teacher, you know, and in today's day and age, sorry, I'm dating myself here. There were teachers that allowed kids to call them by their first names. There are coaches that allowed kids to call them by their first names. I was like, are you kidding me? And every once in a while, a kid would try, and I know it's a different world. I get it. I'm not being too critical. It just wasn't my kind of taste. You know, I coached for 20 years. I taught for 21 years. And it just rubbed me the wrong way. So, at any rate, I don't know why I'm telling this story, but I'll tell it since I'm halfway in. Every once in a while, a kid, usually not a ball player, they were afraid of me. But a student or something like that, they would call me by my first name just to be funny, you know, to get a laugh out of somebody. And I would, of course, shut it down pretty quick. And I would tell them, I said, I make my wife call me Mr. Brown. And, of course, that's a joke. Don't tell her I said that. But it would get the point across. All right, enough of all that. She says, no need for additional stickers. I've bought from you many times in the last few weeks, and I've built a small stack of stickers. Carpenter's albums, my favorite, and I finally won the Animan plush, Sandy. That is awesome. Is this this Animan plush that sold this time? Nope, I think it was the last one. So thank you very, very much. We appreciate it. She says, your tips make us wannabes turn into really good pickers and flippers with many good habits from your videos and watching you and your family and your animals too. So thank you. She's talking about these stickers over here, y'all. If we know you're a viewer, we put the little stickers into your orders. Matter of fact, if you get something from the CommonwealthPicker.com store, we do the same. Hey, since I'm over here, let me look at my list. Linda got the plans for the Commonwealth shipping table. Linda did. So thank you, Linda. We appreciate it. And those were emailed to you, I think, just a little while ago. I retired the Lost and Found sale. We're not keeping track of this anymore, but this one came from that sale right there. All right, here it is. It is, of course, if you've been around watching the Lost and Found sale, our golf club head covers. There's a few remaining. I have some, but they didn't come from that. But this one did. And it's a Tommy Armour putter head cover, blade head cover. Sold for, I think, $11.50. Free shipping on that one. So we're in the pure profit at this point, after fees and after shipping. People ask how I ship those. Look, if it ain't gonna break, y'all, we just put it in one of these. That's just the end of it. It's the cheapest way. I mean, you're not gonna hurt that thing. Just throw it in there. Next one is also going out to a viewer. So this one's going out to Chris, and it's a couple of hats. One I knew was in front, but the other I'm gonna have to dig for. So I might have to put this camera down for a second. This is the one I knew because I've seen it sitting there for a while. Ward Burton Cat Racing. That one's in really good shape. Matter of fact, it looks like it's new. It's got the cardboard in it. And then the other one, let's see, maybe I can find it. Whoop, I just dropped there. That might be it right there. I think this is it. I got to double check. But this one right here, let me grab this one off the ground. These two went out, not huge money here, but we're into them for $1 a piece. And they sold for $25 plus shipping, I think, total. And they will stay under. They will stay under. Probably put them in the 8x6x4. Might put them in the 10x7x5 down there. Probably, since there's two, and this one's pretty tall. And it will stay under, even with the box. It should be around 12. Let's see. Now I gotta prove myself right. Let's grab that one right there. See what we come up with. Whoops, messed that up, didn't I? There we go. Yep, there you go. 11 ounces. Put a little bit of paper below it, some tape. It's going to be right about 12 ounces, which is still pretty darn good for that one. Awesome. All right, here's the message from Chris. He says, I'm watching. Look at this. Chris, you're awesome. You're giving me an opportunity to give a shameless plug for my American Bubble Boiling. I'm watching where you are talking about American Bubble Boy. Love your enthusiasm. Keep doing the deal. Chris, that's very kind of you. Thank you. And these are headed your way. Had some wrestling figures that I picked up. Actually, my Aunt Lori picked them up and then sold them to me at the 100 Mile garage sale in the fall, I guess it was. Is it fall? In the spring, I guess it was. And they all sold pretty quick. We made a decent amount of money, but this set just wouldn't sell. That is until a viewer told me that I needed to identify one of the characters in the title, and then it would sell. And that's exactly what happened. And see, this is the Undertaker here, and to me, it did not look at all like the Undertaker. At all. I used to watch wrestling, and I used to watch the Undertaker, and that wasn't him. But it turned out that it was him. Put that one in the title, and it sold. $11 plus shipping on that, and I'm happy. So if you're out there, I don't remember your name, but thank you very much. That is a topic for another day, but I think for a lot of new resellers, one of the biggest mistakes they make is making mistakes in the title. like that one, but other ones too. So maybe we'll do that someday, and then I'll have you old pros out there help us with some title tricks later. All right, y'all. 6 of the 19 sales are going out to viewers, which is really much higher. Normally it stays under 20%, but 6 of 19. I'm no mathematician here, but that's what, 30%-ish are going out to viewers. This one's going to Megan and to her son. I bought these at a sale, $5 each maybe, or total. I think it might have been total. And then somebody said, I think they wanted 5 each, but that wasn't the way I understood it. So they sold for $55, paid $5. So nice little, say, $40 profit on that. Maybe a little bit less than that. There's the controllers. And they are going out to Megan. So thank you very much. And now we have a spot. I'm going to fill in that spot right there. That's a big spot to fill. For sure. I'm going to have to do some moving around here. Check out what showed up at the P.O. Box. And people ask all the time. It is in the description. But it's P.O. Box 1427, Bedford, Virginia, 24523. Thrifter Sifter. So look at all that great merch. I love those stickers. Man, I got to get me some hologram. I don't know about my face. I don't know if anybody wants to see my face on a sticker, but maybe Blue Ridge Mama does. Check this out here. Let's see what he says here. Thanks again for supplying free knowledge to help me and others begin to carry on our reselling journey. Wish you the best to you and your family and your ever-growing business. Thrifter Sifter, a.k.a. Matt. So he is a YouTuber, but that's like secondary. He has a YouTube channel. It's right here. This is his YouTube channel, but he is big. Look at this, y'all. Check this out. I should have picked this up to resell. Super Shooter. Yes, you should have. That's awesome. And he is on TikTok. So he's big on TikTok. Big, big. So at any rate, that's very, very kind of you. Thank you. I have a TikTok, y'all. I don't know if you know that. I have been actually uploading over there a little bit. I haven't. I've been doing a few videos and then giving it to Blue Ridge Mama, and she's been taking care of it because it's like way out of my league. So if you are on TikTok, go follow us over there. But thank you, Matt, very, very kindly. He's from South Dakota. I like to go up there and do some thrifting sometime. Awesome. Speaking of TikTok, this item made it, I think, on both a Commonwealth Picker video and a TikTok video. And it went, I think it went to David. Or maybe maybe it went to David's wife. I don't know who it went to here. But David, I think, was the name on the sale right there. And that is just Vera Bradley. 50-cent buy into, I think, 9 plus shipping. Let me look at that. Yeah, it does say David, and it is 9 plus shipping. He says, I'm a fan of yours on YouTube. Enjoy learning from you, watching your videos. Keep it up. Thanks, Dave. Dave, thank you. Appreciate it. I can't believe it, but this is all there is left of the Trump Plaza dice. That's it. Only the green ones left. $19 free ship for those. And we turned those around pretty quick. Now, I will say that over half were to viewers. This one, I don't think was to viewer, or at least no message, but it was going out to Kenneth. So if you are a viewer, thank you. Appreciate it. And we're down to, how many are we down to here? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all we got left. All right, I've joked about the next item. I've said some inappropriate things. I'm going to try to control myself this time. But I will just say that this Blue Ridge Mama buy was really, really good buy, and we ended up making, I think there's a bunch of these. It was a multi-quantity. We ended up probably making $100 on them when it's all said and done, and it's a sad, sad day because they're all gone with no chance of her keeping any. All right. Now you know what it is. Why did I put this in here? I thought that's where they were. I might have, yep, there it is right there. It is the Lands' End schoolgirl outfit. And this is it. It's the last one. Multi-quantity Goodwill buy. $16 plus shipping. We were making a little bit less than $10 a piece, and we had a bunch of them. So headed out the door. All right, Turner, the drought is over. You sold something out of the Commonwealth Picker. Or wait a minute. You sold something out of the Homeschool Hustler store. You sold 3 things out of the Homeschool Hustler store. Do you remember all of them? Who's this?
I don't remember all.
What does it do? Can you show us? That is a vintage puppet from Shamu from SeaWorld.
It's not even opening its mouth.
I know, pretty cool. It sounds like a dolphin, not a killer whale, although they kind of sound the same. So, and that sold with Dora, the Dora blanket back there, for $19 plus shipping. And I think this one went to a viewer even though there was no message. So Judith, I think you're a viewer. So can you tell Judith thank you?
Thank you, Judith.
Who's this right here?
Clifford?
Clifford, the big yellow bird. No, it's a Woodstock from Snoopy. Do you remember? You remember Woodstock and Snoopy, I think.
I don't remember Woodstock.
No? Well, we're going to have to watch some Snoopy because Woodstock's one of my favorites. I like it.
Yeah.
And that didn't sell for much. It sold for $7 plus shipping. But I only paid 50 cents. Paid 50 cents, 50 cents, and I think $1 for that one. So we did okay. Definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend it. Actually, save $3 and spend $3 and donate $3.
You got it, buddy. Thank you.
Bye.
Looks like we're having lots of spaces we have to fill today with stuff. So this one was tough. You talk about collecting and liking, you know. This I love. So the Cobalt reminds me of my mother. She absolutely loves it. I love the rooster. It's the I love Robin Hood, the Disney version. I'm a history teacher. The troubadour, the storyteller through song, and all. I just love that stuff. And this sat in my classroom for years and years and years. And I'm like, yeah, should I keep? I kept a lot of that stuff. Some of it my mom gave me. I think this might have actually came from my mom. And so some of it I'm like, I can't get rid of this stuff. And some of it I kept. Well, this one was one I just couldn't make my mind up with, but I decided I was going to sell it and keep some other stuff. And this one right here is headed out the door. I think $14.50, $14.95 plus shipping for this one. I absolutely love it, but it is going to a new home. And sorry to see it go, but we'll find something else to put right here. I would use it along with Lion King, and you know, there's always a storyteller, a narrator in a lot of those Disney things. And especially when you have eras like the Middle Ages and in West Africa and the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th century, where we didn't have an Homer, the Greeks, if you remember Hercules, the Disney movie. There's always a storyteller, because actually in all of those eras, nobody could read or write. Well, not nobody. Most people couldn't read or write. And they're dark ages of sorts, and you still get some incredible stories that come out of them. So the griots and all that stuff. So anyway, and in Greece, not that you care, I haven't done a history lesson in a while. In Greece, Homer's era was like that. So the Iliad and the Odyssey and all that stuff, that was not written by Homer. Nobody wrote. The Doric Age was a dark age in Greece. So at any rate, here you go. Dayspring ornaments. I don't even remember where I got these from. I think they were part of a bigger deal. I'm not quite sure. But they didn't sell for much. Sold for $11 plus shipping. They sold for $15 plus shipping, and they will go out probably in 10 by 7 by 5. Because if I did it this way, the 8 by 6 by 4 wouldn't work. And they'll go out probably the 12. It might creep over 13, 14 ounce, right? All right, this one went on clearance, been hanging around for a while. I thought this would be a better seller. Paid $5 is all for this nice guest jacket. And it still sold for $24 plus shipping. But I thought it would go, it's wool. I'm like, this thing's gonna go for like 40, 50 bucks, but I don't know, I either did something wrong in the listing or something. Of course, now's not the time of year you'd think you'd sell it, but I put it on sale anyways, and it's out the door, so $24 plus shipping. All right, that's a disappointment, but it's not a regret. This is a regret. Still have one more of these Charles Trirets. Bought a bunch of these at the Goodwill, and there it is, and that's why. The dry cleaning tag. I'm like, these things look great. They're gonna sell. They're not the greatest shirt in the world, but they're gonna sell. They're all clean or whatever. Just didn't sell. $4 a pop. And this one was the worst seller of the bunch so far, and we still have one left. It sold for under $10. Under 10 bucks, finally. Kept marking it down, put it on sale. And so I calculated it out. We're gonna make 24 cents. 24 cents. And I did calculate in the packaging, you know, the poly bag and whatnot. So a true profit right there. So glad it's gone. Let me tell you, if you haven't already, in the comments, give me your regrets, your buy regrets. I think we bought like 6 of these. Not the same exact style, but the same size. So tell me your most recent regrets, your long-term regrets. Tell us in the comments. And I mean your eBay regrets. Don't tell me about your ex-wife and all that, and ex-husband. I mean eBay regrets. Southern Fried Cotton. This one went to a viewer. I think it's the last one of these. It's a coonhound. Love it. I didn't know that. The viewer told me that. And it's from Heather. Just saw this in your video and had to have it. I collect anything coonhound. They are my favorite breed. Thank you for all the wonderful content. Enjoy your videos and learning from you. I wish you all the best. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, Heather. I hope you enjoy the sticker. $6 free ship. So we're not making much money. Couple bucks maybe. Probably a little less. But think of it this way, it's like 6-7 times as much as I made on that shirt. The winner of the most recent auction is Donna. Donna, congratulations. An Enaman is headed your way. I didn't see a message, Donna. So if you left us one, thank you. And again, I'm always embarrassed to see how much these are going for. So if y'all want to go over, you can hit the link in the CommonwealthPicker.com or the Commonwealth Picker eBay store in the description. Or you can, I think you can just Google it, but I think go through the description. You can check out these sales. Insane. Thank you, Donna. All right, Reagan is, let me see your shirt. Look at that right there. Gymnastics going on, huh?
Yeah.
You love it.
I woke up early, even though I had to go to the gym early today. I woke up at 6:25. That's probably not early for you.
Well, it was today. All right, little girl, tell me who got some stuff out of your store.
Kyle, Danny, Brenda, and Holly.
And Holly got these. She's from Iowa. And, you know, I think we're running out of sizes. We're not reordering these in some of them. One of them might have sold out. I think it was smalls. Yeah, but maybe there's one left. I can't remember. At any rate, thank y'all. And this is from Danny at Pickquote Resellers. And he asked for it to be signed. So I don't know if you have any plans for that, Danny. You need to let me know out there. But that's awesome. Thank you.
Also, we have a new addition to the family.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about this.
It does not have a name yet, and we found it inside of the house on a pink hairband of mine. It is a caterpillar, don't worry.
It's a caterpillar, so we're collecting cats and caterpillars.
It's right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I want y'all to name it. Okay. It does have one tiny, how many? No, it has 2 like black dots on like the side of it. And then it's tiny too.
Tiny and has, maybe we can name it Tiny. No? All right, y'all put the comments below. Tell Reagan what you want to name this thing.
And it can breathe too. It has holes
and it can...
on top. Don't worry.
Reagan is an animal lover for sure. Yes. You know, we went to, you know, the charity we give to in Bedford, the animal shelter one? We went to a yard sale this last weekend that was for that charity. They didn't know who I was. They don't even know that we give. And so I gave them a little extra, but we'll have to do some more as well. All right, and thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
Couple quick channel announcements really quickly here before we talk about some thank yous for the Buy Me a Coffee. So first, I'm having a hard time keeping up, so couple things. One, we may have one less Commonwealth Flipper show next week, so expect some delays. There could be CommonwealthPicker.com store and other stuff like that. There may be some significant delays on the Buy Me a Coffee for giving some folks some thank you. So be patient with us. We're trying to keep up. So I'm 100 or 120 or so emails behind. I'm 150 messages on Facebook behind. I'm never going to get caught up there. We are behind in just about every category. I'm trying my best. Of course, the comments on YouTube, I do okay. Try to give you a reply there. And the big one that I try my best, even though we're slipping behind on that as well, as Instagram. So at any rate, thank y'all for the messages and emails, and I'm trying my best to get up, but some are just falling through the cracks. It's just I don't know what else to do. I'm apologizing to everybody. If you wrote me something and you haven't got a reply, it's not because I don't want to. I'm lost in all of it, to be honest with you. It's just so much. I'm trying my best. So there you go. A couple more things really quick. Buy Me a Coffee thank yous. Amber, 20. Buy me a piece of a shed. We're at 10% of our goal already to get the new shed, and that's the shed and everything in it. Like, you know, finishing it. Amazing. Thank you so much, Amber. psloveyou.com. Buy me a coffee. So I think that's like the cheapest shout out ever right there. $2 buy me a coffee for a website. I went there and looked, actually. You sell some good stuff, whatever it is. All right, Denise, Ella, 50. Denise and Ella, 50. And it's D-N-I-C-E. And Ella. 50. That's $100, y'all, towards the shed. You're gonna have to have your own wing over there. Thank you. Eddie and Dixie from Vintage, Modern, and More. 5 pieces of a shed. And Brenda, 12 pieces of a shed. I'm gonna read Brenda's because I'm a sucker for history. Brenda says she's been binge watching the channels. I love all the knowledge you share and the history. Also the way you include your family, teaching your children early some very important life lessons, charitable acts that should help them throughout their entire lives. great job you and your wife are doing. I'll give Blue Ridge Mama all the credit for that. So, and it's from Brenda, Eleanor, and Blue. And so I'm like, okay, Eleanor is my great aunt and true Rosie the Riveter. So I had to Google it, of course. Blue is our blue-nosed pit that Eleanor calls her baby doll. She's about 6 years old, and Eleanor has had her since she was a pup. So I'm reading this story, and she really is. Eleanor is truly a Rosie the Riveter. So, which of course to me is intriguing. I just love history, but love that story. This whole story behind it, it's amazing. And I read this. She's still alive. I read this thing. 2014, she was laid off. I think from McDonnell Douglas. I could be wrong about that. 2014, y'all. She was 95 when she was laid off. I do some math here. That means she's 102? My God, do I have that right? 200, something like that. Amazing, amazing story. What were you doing at 95, Eleanor? Hopefully you were a spokesperson for them and not in there putting rivets in them planes. Those Boeing. Thank you very, very much. Y'all are kind. I appreciate it. We can't wait to see you next time.
Hi, I'm going to tell you my joke. And if you don't know Disney, you probably won't understand it. But if you do, you will. Okay. Why did Cinderella get kicked off the baseball team?
Why did Cinderella get kicked off the baseball team?
Because she kept running away from the ball.
Because she kept running away from the ball. I think almost everybody who's watching us gets that joke. For sure. Thank you, Reagan.
Bye.